Hey friends, welcome to another Wolverine live stream. I just wanted to pop on today and kind of let you know what's going on in my world. Also let you know I'm still alive. I know I have not been very consistent about these YouTube videos and I apologize. It's just being a sick person and a business owner and a homeschooler, it takes a lot of my time. So anyway, I really wanted to pop on and talk to you guys about something that I am finding, I guess, a little irritating. So I'm an herbalist, as you know, or most of you know. If you don't know, hi, I'm an herbalist. I'm a certified clinical herbalist and aromatherapist. And of course, whenever possible, I prefer natural healing methods. Of course, who wouldn't, nature is amazing. It comes with all sorts of beautiful chemicals and compounds and plant allies that we can use to our advantage. That being said, sometimes there are things that herbal medicine just can't do. And this is, as a professional clinical herbalist, me letting you know that it's okay to take medication. The thing that's irritating me a lot right now is that everybody seems to think that because of my profession, I should be anti-vax, or I should be anti-pharma, or I should be anti-this or anti-that. I'm here to tell you that I'm whatever I want to be, and you don't get to define me, period. So I was getting some flack from the online community about medication. It's Mental Health Awareness. It's Mental Health Awareness Month, and I think it's really important for people to hear a professional hippie, so to speak, say that it's okay to take medication, because a lot of people seem to think that I wouldn't be okay with it. I'm absolutely okay, especially with my clients, with taking medication. I have training to know which herbs will interact with what medications and how to keep you safe. And I view natural medicine as complementary, not as alternative. So I don't think that it has to be all conventional medicine or all alternative medicine. I think that there is a harmony that we can reach between the two that's very, very important and vital. And I felt really called to come and talk about this because, as it is my profession, as my title says, certified clinical herbalist, I have years of training. I have years of experience. I have worked for many years with many people on many different medications. And I'm here to tell you that it is okay to take medication if you need to. The only thing that matters at the end of the day is that you do whatever you need to do to take care of your precious self. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. If yoga helps you, that's wonderful. If herbal medicine helps you, that's wonderful. If Celexa helps you, that's wonderful. If you have to take 10 different medications and it allows you to function as a normal human being or in a way that you want to function in the world, then that is wonderful. There is nothing wrong with taking medication. And if you are taking medication, I think that it's important you have faith in your doctor. If you don't have faith in your doctor, it's time to get a new one. Now, I, as a chronic illness patient, I get to see both sides of things, right? So I am a healer. I'm a professional herbalist, and I get to help people heal. And at the same token, I get to help myself heal through both alternative medicine and through conventional medicine. And I will tell you that as a chronic pain patient, there are some things that I need medication for, and that's okay. I do take medication. I do believe in vaccination, and I think that everybody should have the right to choose whatever they feel like choosing. So let that be the preface for this video. I had a telehealth appointment with my doctor yesterday, and she's wonderful, by the way. Her name is Emily. She's amazing. And I told her my anxiety is out of hand and I need help with that because lemon balm is just not cutting it. I've been on a medication called Vistaril for like 6 or 7 years now, a long time. And it's actually an allergy medication that they found out works really well for anxiety. So I've been taking that for like 6 years now. And it also helps control another one of my syndromes, which is called mast cell activation syndrome. So it's been kind of dual purpose all these years. Unfortunately, it's not really helping with my anxiety anymore. And I am very reluctant to take super addictive compounds like opiates and benzodiazepines. That being said, I do take opiates for pain when I need to. I do. I have no shame in it. I don't like the way that things are set up, that I can't legally make myself laudanum and medicate myself. But at the same time, I understand that there's a need to control certain things. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? So I do take opiate medication when my pain is severe enough. When my pain gets bad enough, I do. I take Norco, and that's okay because it allows me to spend time with my children. The alternative is to be stuck in bed in severe, agonizing pain. So, which would you choose? Right? It's really easy to judge somebody's medication decisions when you aren't faced with the same choices yourself. So, I guess I'm pleading with everybody online, not just my viewers, but everybody that sees this video, anybody who might come across it in the future, stop judging each other. Like, just stop. Just stop. Like, we have just survived, well, we are still surviving a global pandemic. Millions of people have died. Millions more have lost their jobs. I mean, millions more have lost their homes. You would think that it would be a unifying experience for humanity, and I have to say I'm really ashamed of the way that some of you have behaved yourselves. Not my viewers, you're all precious, but some of the people that I see online judging people's medication choices. Listen, if you have survived the year 2020 and the first half of 2021 and you're not medicated, maybe you should be. Because, like, it's insane. It's insane. That being said, I did talk to my doctor yesterday, and she prescribed a new medication called buspirone. Buspirone, I think is how you say it. Buspar is like the brand name. I got the generic, whatever. I am going to start taking that this evening, and hopefully it will help me with not only my anxiety, but my brain fog and some of my dysautonomia symptoms. It sounds like a miracle drug. I'm hoping that it is, because I'm so tired of taking new medications. I have been asked before, as an herbalist, does it feel like failure or defeat to take pharmacological agents? And I'm going to say no. What feels like failure is crying in bed all day or being too afraid to go to the grocery store because my anxiety is awful. So I'm an herbalist that takes medication. If you don't like it, find another herbalist, you know? Some people really have an issue with my duality, like that I could possibly love modern medicine and ancient medicine, or that I could love contemporary Western medicine and Eastern medicine. Listen, I'm a healer, okay? I love healing. I like things that heal people. That's it. Whatever that looks like is different for every single individual on the planet. Some people can get by doing yoga and drinking tea and having essential oils, and I love helping those people. I'm so grateful that it works for those people, and every time I get results with the medicine that I make, I'm super stoked. I'm very happy for you, and I'm so glad that it worked for you. That does not diminish anybody else and their choices and the medications that they have to be on. It is not a weakness to take medications for psychiatric reasons, for physical ailments, for anything. It's not for pain. It's not weakness. It's not defeat. There's nothing wrong with taking medications. There are things wrong with abusing medications, but that's a whole nother slice of the pie we're not going to get into. I am just simply asking that if you see somebody talking about their mental health or their medications online, that you're not a jerk and just don't say anything mean to them. Maybe be encouraging and say, I'm so happy you found something that works for you. Or if it doesn't work for them, I really hope you find something that works for you, because life is hard enough without us being jerks to each other. So please stop. Stop. That's like the mama bear in me. Just stop. Stop it. Knock it off. Quit. Be nice. Like, there's only one rule in every religion, and that's treat others how you want to be treated. Do unto others as you would have done unto yourself. It's in every language, in every book, in every religion across the world. Is just treat other people the way that you would like to be treated. So if you can't do that, then maybe just... The other golden rule is silence. So rant over. I just wanted to pop on and tell you guys about my new medication and explain that I am hoping to do some positive updates. I'll give you kind of my review of it. And then, honestly, I'm having a hard time lately, so I'm really hoping that it works for me, because between my anxiety and my pain, there's a correlation. I haven't really mentioned this to you guys, and I mean, I know I've talked about bad days or whatever, but there's been some drastic changes with my health status in that, like, I'm always going to be a chronic pain, chronic illness patient unless and until they find the gene and cure the disease that I have. So basically my whole life, because they have just now started to look for that gene, and the research and the medication and the clearance of the FDA, it's going to take years, decades, you know. There's a lot of hope for my grandchildren, but for me personally, I have to accept that I am always going to be a chronic pain, chronic illness patient. This is a lifelong, incurable genetic disease that affects every tissue in my body, because every tissue in my body is made of collagen, and Ehlers-Danlos affects the collagen. So this is my life. I'm going to be dealing with this my whole life. That's something that I've accepted. I have had people say, well, you should believe in miracles. Stop. That's patronizing, and it's not helpful. I do believe in miracles. I also believe in living with the reality that you're given, and I am living with my reality the best that I can. Part of coping with this disease is accepting it. I accept that I'm going to have pain my entire life, and that's okay. That is perfectly okay, because there is medicine that can help me. So what I haven't really talked about is why my anxiety is worse lately. And I might get really emotional for this part, so if you can't handle me feeling feelings in front of you, although I've been raging a little bit at the beginning of this video, now might be a good time to go look at something else. But the reason that I have been dealing with more anxiety lately is because my pain is getting worse. And I've had MRIs and x-rays, and fortunately, my joints look beautiful. There's no arthritis. There's nothing torn. There's no surgical intervention needed, anything like that. So that's all good news. However, because there's nothing torn and there's no arthritis and there's no surgical intervention, there's nothing they can do for me. And they've said that. My doctors have said that, and they're all very honest about it. Smart. And so as my pain gets worse, my anxiety gets worse, because it's scary. Hi, Tian. Sorry, you came in when I'm crying. But yeah, they've basically said that all of my imaging looks great, which means there's nothing they can do. And so I'm grateful, because I'm not like damaged. Like all of my joints are intact. They all look really good. But I'm 34. And I use a wheelchair like full time now. And I spend most of my time in bed, and it's a lot. Hi, Deanne. Sorry, I wasn't planning on crying a whole bunch. I was just talking about my anxiety and why it's getting worse. And it's getting worse because my pain is getting worse. And my doctors have had me do imaging for like my spine and my hips, and everything looks great. But also, there's no treatment options for me right now other than pain management. So that's all of my doctors have just kind of said there's nothing that they can do for me. And so that's making my anxiety worse, because my pain is getting worse. And the only options I have are stronger medications. And I'm 34. I don't want to start going up on that ladder knowing that I'm going to have this disease for the rest of my life. So my anxiety's been getting worse because my pain has been getting worse, and because winter is getting closer. Excuse me. So I had an appointment with my doctor yesterday, a telephone appointment, and she prescribed a new medication for my anxiety called Buspirone. And so I was just popping on here to tell people to stop judging each other for taking medication. and that as a professional herbalist, it's my professional opinion that it's okay to take medication because I do. And I really wasn't expecting to cry, but I mean, I'm 34, and like for your doctors to look at you when you're 34 and say there's nothing we can do for you is so devastating. They're starting me in aqua therapy. It was supposed to start earlier this month, but it got moved to next month. So I'll be starting aqua therapy, but they've even told me then like not to expect much improvement in my stability, and that they're hoping it'll be cathartic for me to get into the water, but it's not. They're not really expecting much out of it. So yeah, I'm struggling. I am, and I know I always try to like downplay the bad days. I'm just not ready to be here yet. Because it's hard. It's hard to hear there's nothing. And like, I'm not even dying. Like, I know that sounds horrible, but like, when you have cancer and they say there's nothing we can do for you, you know what the end looks like, right? Like, there's nothing we can do for you. Get your affairs in order. That's not how it is with me. I could live to be 104 with this disease, but it's going to get worse. And they know that, and they've said that. And so the only options available to me are stronger medications. So I've decided to treat the anxiety and not the pain, really. I'm just going to stay on the same pain medication and deal with the pain, and treat the anxiety, because right now that's the worst part of it. And these are just decisions I never thought I'd have to make at 34. I mean, I don't feel young most days because I got old bones. I mean, I move slow. I'm not really like spry with it, and I don't go out and party or anything, so I don't really feel young most days. But to be 34 and to hear there's nothing we can do, it's devastating. Deanne, I'm so glad you made it. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to cry the whole time. I really like the first half of the video was me raging about people judging other people for taking medication and just being mad mama bear to the world. But now I'm just in my feelings. And that's part of it too, is like, without medication, I couldn't function. And I don't function that well, but I couldn't function to the extent that I do function without medication. So I just get really frustrated when people judge one another. I'm tired of it. Like, we just survive. We have been surviving the biggest pandemic since, the Spanish flu, and people are still being mean to each other. It's like, how is this not unifying everyone? And also, if you're not okay with, sorry for that noise, if you're not okay with people taking medication, then get a hobby. Oh my God, speaking of hobbies. Okay, Deanne, I'm going to switch. Totally going to go from sad face to a different reason to be sad. Or not really sad, but. So my, oh, thank you, Deanne. You're so sweet. All right, crochet now. So I was working on the Jacaranda crochet along blanket. I think I showed it to you guys. It was beautiful. So count your stitches, because I missed like 100 stitches somewhere along the way. I decided not to frog the whole thing. I'm just starting over. So I started over, and I'm most of the way done with part 1. And this is what's keeping me sane right now. This is my other coping skill for anxiety. Isn't that pretty? I'm really excited because the colors, it's going to turn into a lighter purple, but the colors in this blanket are going to be these colors. So it'll turn purple, and then it goes to like this blue, and then a bunch of greens, and then blue again, and back to purple. So I think it'll be beautiful. But I was sad because I had to, I frogged about 20 rows, and then I decided I didn't want to frog it anymore, and I was just going to start over. So I just started over. And I actually like this one better, so I'm not mad about it. I was mad about it, but I'm not mad about it anymore. I will say I'm every day I'm so grateful that I know how to crochet, because I don't know how anybody would cope with my situation without crochet or some kind of hobby, you know, like I do know people that spend most of their time in bed and don't have any hobbies, and I just can't imagine. I think my anxiety would be so much worse, because crochet really keeps me sane. But I'm going to have to pop off because it's time for family movie night, which I'm really excited about. But I just wanted to come on and talk a little bit about my new medication, restarting my Jacaranda crochet along. This pattern is amazing, by the way. Yeah, isn't crochet amazing, Dan? It literally keeps me sane. I would be lost without it. When I think about how many stitches I've stitched in my life, it's an insane number. It's a lot. Don't think about how many you frogged in your life, though, because it'll just make you sad. I really like this part where it kind of turns, because the color changed. I don't know if you can see that. The color kind of changed, and it went from blue and then purple on the petals. I think it turned out really pretty. I'm glad you caught me too, Deanne. I've missed you on my lives. I know I haven't really been doing them consistently, and I'm sorry. I'm trying. I know you don't mind, but I did clean off my apothecary yesterday. It was a mess. I finally got all my orders filled for July. I didn't do the July box. Well, I did talk about it in a video, but yeah. I'm hoping to do more tutorials here soon. I need to make another batch of soap, so I'll probably do a tutorial of that, and then we'll see how it goes. I have a a craft fair coming up in October. I know it's a ways out, but it's a big one for me. And I'm planning on doing a bunch of teas and tinctures and syrups and soaps and gift baskets and all that. So that should be fun. But yeah, I'll probably do some kind of tutorial or goofy video here soon. We are planning on visiting an accessible park next week, at the beginning of the week, so I might do a video of that as well. So, but I'm really glad that you caught me, and now I'm gonna go. You finally caught me, and I'm like, okay, 5 minutes of me crying. See you later, Deanne. Thank you so much for being here, though. Don't forget, you guys, wash your hands. Wear your masks, be kind to yourselves and each other, and never ever forget how precious, beloved, sacred, and special you are. I am so grateful you choose to spend some of your time here with me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Hi to everyone that popped in. Sorry that I'm leaving. Bye. See you guys next time.